And as you come into child's pose this morning, just take a moment to notice how you're feeling. Are there any areas of the body that maybe feel a little tight, a little stiff? Remember, it is first thing in the morning, so some of that is just natural. And we're going to ease that stiffness, that tension out as we move through the class today. Make sure your head is supported, whether that's on the ground or on a block. And just give your head a little roll side to side, like you're massaging into your third eye point. Just clearing that lens that sometimes can get a little dusty, a little foggy. And just coming back to your own intuition, not only through your practice of listening to your body, but also as you step into your day. We all have that inner wisdom, that inner guidance. It's often talking to us maybe through a niggling thought that something's not okay or not right. Maybe advising us that another decision is correct. But we can start to sometimes shut off from this inner wisdom. Maybe listening to others or doing what we think we should do rather than what we feel. So let's start to connect now with the breath, with the body resting on our mat. We're going to take a roll onto our knees and just take your knees as wide as your yoga mat if they're not already there. Bring your big toes together and sit back into your child's pose. Your arms are long. Just pick up the head and take a walk to your right side as far as you can. Bring your left hand on top of your right and lower the head back down. So you can feel this through the left side of your body. You're still connecting with that lovely rhythm, that flow of your breath. You're getting even slower now. From here, just take that to the opposite way, over to the left. Right hand maybe on top of left as you drop the head once again. We're making our way back to centre. We're going to bring our hands back in and just send your knees so they're hip width apart and sit back to your heels. So we're going to bring our hands into prayer position. Take 3 breaths here, so inhaling through the nose and exhaling maybe a strong sigh out of the mouth. Just feeling any tension, any stagnation, just releasing away. Let's do that 2 more times. Once more. From here, as you inhale, push up your hips and reach your arms high. And then as you exhale, we're going to curl back down, elbows to knees, and roll inwards, rounding the back. So we take that inhale, we reach up high, we push into our hips, we reach our arms long. And then as we exhale, we take that round. Forehead to the mat if you can. One more time. Inhale, reach the arms, stretching up. And then as you exhale, rounding down. From here, we're going to bring our left elbow over towards the outside edge of our right knee. Now, if that feels too far, you could have your block there, and you could drop your elbow to your block. And your block could be at different heights. If it's okay, that elbow is down to your mat. So you're twisting over to your right side, your left elbow is down. As you inhale, let's reach back up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, you're going to take that twist the other way. So you roll back down and it's your right elbow coming to the ground or coming down to your block. And really think about pulling your left shoulder back and keeping your head in line. Don't let your head drop. As you inhale, let's reach back up. This time send the palms upwards, reaching long. Let's take a stretch over to our right side. If we need to sit down to our heels, we can do so. If it's uncomfortable on the knees. And then inhale back to center. And let's take that the other way. And inhale, center. We're going to take our arms behind us. So we're going to take a link into our fingers, or we could be holding our elbows. Your block could just be in front of you if needed. And then we're going to inhale and pull the arms back. And then as you exhale, you're going to roll down towards your block or your yoga mat. And then just start to think about pulling those arms further back. Yes, very good, everyone. Let's take another breath here. And then just drop your arms before you come up and bring your hands under your shoulders to push yourself into a table position. We're going to take a few rounds of cat-cow, so drop the belly on the inhale, round the back on the exhale. Keep moving slowly in your own time. Imagine you're touching each vertebrae with your breath. Whole length of your spine is breathing. Coming back to neutral spine after your next exhale. So we're in table, we should be able to just tuck our toes, sit back to our heels, lift our knees away, and that should bring us into the perfect position for down dog. Once you're there, take a pedal or a walk into your legs, whatever works, whatever feels good. And then take a bend, take your knees as wide as your mat, and then exhale, come back into your down dog. So you're dropping your knees as wide as your mat, and then you're exhaling back to down dog. Once more. Exhale. Let's start to walk now towards the top of our yoga mat. Mindfully, slowly, we're going to have a fold once we reach the top. Let's keep our left hand on the mat and bend our left leg and bring the right arm up. So we're twisting here. Right leg is straight, left leg is bent. Our left hand could be on our yoga block if it's difficult to get that right leg straight. Imagine you're sitting into your right glute a little further. And then drop your right hand. Let's take that the opposite way. So we're going to bend our right leg now, straighten our left leg, bring our left arm up, sitting back into that left glute. And then fold back over your legs at the top of your mat. Inhale, start to rise all of the way up. And exhale to your heart. Inhale, let's reach it up. Exhale, we fold. Maybe a slight bend in the knees as we lower. Let's step our right leg back and drop the knee to the mat in a low lunge. Bring up the arms. Bring both hands now inside edge of your left foot. Maybe take your right knee away from your mat. We're going to open left arm up, keep the right hand down. You're twisting to your left knee. Frame your left foot, step to plank, maybe knees are on the mat. Let's lower down, take a cobra and come back into downward facing dog. Push back, plant your hands, let your head go. This time we drop and hover the knees in line with the hips. So hover the knees and then push back, down dog. 2 more. We can always skip this if it's not comfortable for us. 1 more. We've taken a step, a walk, even a jump to the top of our mat, we fold. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, heart. Inhale, let's reach. Exhale, we fold. We take that flat back. We exhale. We're stepping our left leg back, knee to the mat, low lunge. Bringing up the arms. Both hands inside edge of that right foot. Take your back knee away from the mat. And then open, right arm comes up, twisting to that right knee. Planting that right hand, framing that right foot, step back to plank. Let's lower down to our mat. Find cobra and push back, down dog. Long breath. Taking 1 more breath in, downward dog. We're going to squeeze the right leg back. Inhale, draw the knee to the chest. Exhale, squeeze it back. 2 more like this. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, take it long. 1 more. And leg is long. Step forward, right foot, high lunge, top of the mat. Inhale, bring the arms up. As we exhale, chest to thigh, take the arms back. Inhale, reach them up. If you feel wobbly, you could drop your back knee. Exhale, chest to thigh. 1 more, reaching up. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Open into warrior 2. Bend that right knee. Inhale, flip the palms, straighten that right foot. Exhale, let's bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. Turn, frame the right foot. Keep the left hand down, take the right arm up. You're coming back to that twist. Framing your right foot, step to plank. And lower to your mat. Cobra when you're ready. Down dog, push back. Breath is long, body is awakening. Few more breaths. Taking one more breath here. We're taking that left leg back. Drawing the knee in on the inhale, exhale long. Inhale, draw that knee. Exhale long. Once more. Let's step left foot forward for our high lunge. Bring up those arms. Push into the back heel, bend that left knee. Take an inhale at the top as you exhale, chest to thigh, take those arms back. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, lovely everyone. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Warrior two. Opening the arms. Inhale, straighten that left leg. Exhale, bend. And again, reach it up. Exhale. One more to do. Lovely. Let's turn, frame that left foot. Right hand stays down, left arm reaches up. Maybe that twist is getting a little deeper now as the body warms up. Frame your left foot. We're stepping the feet back together at the top of the mat and fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, heart. Inhale. We're going to come to chair pose. Bend the knees. Sit into that imaginary chair. Hands come back to your heart. We're twisting to the right. So think about that twist we done on the mat. That left elbow over the right knee. Try to keep the knees together, feet together. Inhale, reach the arms. And then exhale, let's twist the other way. Inhale, reach the arms. Maybe coming up onto the toes now, challenging your balance a little further. Coming all the way up, plant the heels, exhale, fold. Long spine here. Exhale. Step straight to plank. Your option of that vinyasa. Or you could be taking a child's pose. We're all going to meet back in downward dog. If you need that little rest, just take a few breaths in child's pose. Our right leg is going back. Let's inhale onto our left toes, left foot. Drop the heel. Inhale onto the toes and drop the heel once more. And drop that heel. Draw the right knee in. We're coming back to our high lunge. Bringing up the arms. Bending right side. Coming back to that breath. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, chest to thigh. Inhale, reach it. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Warrior two when you're ready. Side angle, not touching that right leg. Reverse your warrior. Side angle. reverse. So just the upper body moves. One more to do. Reverse. Very nice, everyone. Let's frame that right foot again. Left hand down, right arm up, twisting again to that bent knee. Frame, right foot, step to plank. Your option, vinyasa. And down dog. Take those breaths. This could be your chance to pause in that child's pose. 2 more breaths here. And then we've got that left leg going back. We're inhaling onto the toes of the right foot. We're exhaling down. Inhale toes. Exhale. One more. And then we draw that left knee in. Bring it to the top of our mat. We can assist it if needed. We come back into that strong high lunge. Exhale, chest to thigh. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, shifting any stagnation. We want to feel good into our day. Last one. Awakening. Let's open, warrior 2. Bend that left knee. Side angle, we're not touching the legs. Reverse that warrior. Side angle. Reverse. One more. Let's turn, last time, frame that left foot, right hand down, left arm reaches. Frame that left foot, step to the top of your mat for your forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, heart. So we're going to come back to chair. So bend your knees, knees together, feet together. You can reach your arms up. Holding that chair. Just going to close my blind a little as the sun is coming in. Okay. So let's think about twisting our chair, taking left elbow to the right knee, pulling right shoulder back. Inhale back to center. Let's twist the other way. Have that lovely clear energy running through the spine today. All those chakra points spinning. All these twists. Coming back to center. Let's reach the arms long. Option of toes hovering. The heels, working those legs a little more. Drop the heels, reach up, exhale. Well done, everyone. We're going to come into dancer pose, so that might be just grabbing some support if needed. We're going to be kicking back the left leg, so take your weight onto your right leg. Take hold of the left. Now you could hold the inside edge of the foot or the outside. Think about bringing that right arm up. And then start to kick back. So you're taking your heel away from your glute. And that right hand could just be resting on something. Keep kicking back, keep finding that balance. Got a lovely back bend happening too. Embrace those wobbles. One more breath. And then we slowly, slowly lower. Just give the knees a little roll and the hips. Unlock in any pockets of tension. And then we're going to take that to the left leg. So ground that left foot, kick back right, bring that left arm up. Maybe taking it a little deeper, a little further, pulling that heel from the glute. Very nice, everyone. Let's release. Hopefully you're near the top of the mat. Take an inhale and exhale, folding over the legs. Maybe just stepping your hands under your feet or bringing them to the back of your legs as you fold a little deeper now. Think of this pose when you're seated and you're reaching for your toes or your legs. It's exactly the same pose, but standing. Maybe that exhale is bringing you deeper. One more breath. If your hands are under your toes, remove them. Take a flat back. Exhale. Step back, plank, but drop your knees to the mat. We're going to sit back into child's pose, bring our arms alongside our legs, rest the forehead down. Let the shoulders go. Maybe take that roll of the head one more time, clearing that lens. Stepping into your day, feeling strong, feeling powerful, feeling clear. Last few breaths here. If you are finishing at 7, it's 7 o'clock now, so I will see you tomorrow. And those of you that are continuing, I'm going to take that slow roll up. Bring yourself into table. Step your hands slightly further forwards and let's draw those circles. So just easing out anything that we might be feeling, shifting around the joints particularly. Keep the movement slow, soft and relaxed. And then change that direction. Come back to your heels for a moment. And then come up, bring your hands under your shoulders, let's tuck the toes, sit back to the heels, down dog. So you can walk to your toes, Hold on to your elbows, take a little movement side to side, that sway, that heaviness of the upper body, grounding down. When you're ready, start to roll upwards, slowly. And we're going to take a big wide stance with our legs. So let's start in Goddess. Just going to do a couple of standing poses before we come to seated. So let's open. So you can stay as you are, grounding your feet, or you could lift off your right heel and your left heel. Challenges the balance. Definitely gives us some wobbles. Let's take another breath. If you lifted off your heel, bring one down and then the other. Just take a breath in, reach the arms, and then exhale back into that Goddess. This time, let's just lift the right heel and hold. Drop the right heel, lift the left, and hold. Drop the left. Option of both heels. Don't be regretting staying after 7 o'clock. There is some lovely things too. 3, 2, 1. Drop the heels, reach up. Turn the toes in. We're going to exhale and just fold. Wide legs. As you come down, you might step your legs wider now, shuffling them towards the end of your mat and take a fold here. You could be dropping your head towards your block, bending your elbows back, feeling that through the inner legs. Remember, every challenge makes us stronger, not just in our practice, but in day-to-day life. Inhale, we're going to come back onto our fingertips. Shuffle the feet a little closer in again, just as you had them in Goddess. And inhale, reach up. Let's open the right foot out. So hips stay forward, we open the arms. Maybe your block is there at your right foot. We're coming to Trikonasana. So right hand is dropping down, left arm is reaching up. So you could have that right hand on your block, left arm reaching up. Taking a few more breaths. Maybe we're looking up towards that left hand. It really helps to open the chest and that left shoulder. And then as you come up, straighten that right foot in. Let's turn left foot out, hips stay in line. We reach left hand down to the left leg. Right arm is reaching for the ceiling, or we've got our block there. Maybe looking up towards that right hand. Inhale, let's reach it back up. Turn the toes in. Last time, bring your hands behind, link the fingers as we did kneeling. Pull the arms back. Feel that space in the chest. And then as you exhale, we're going to take that hinge, that fold, dropping the head, reaching the arms up. How tight are those shoulders today? Let your arms go, let them come down to your mat. Take an inhale, flat back, and just shuffle your heels slightly in. We're coming into Malasana squat, so you know how far you need your legs to be, and then we're coming down. Now, option today is we could take a bind. So, either we're going to drop the right hand down and reach the left arm up, or we take that right arm around the knee and we bind the hands. So I'll let you choose. You can also just stay hands together if you prefer. So if you've taken that bind or you're reaching that left arm, again think about opening that left shoulder. I love when I see everyone listening to their body. Let's come back. Maybe take a moment here. Or maybe you feel ready, left side, left hand down, right arm up, or take that bind. Really pulling that right shoulder back. Come back to centre. Last time, just push the elbows into the knees. Send that lower back to the mat. And then we're very glamorously going to sit down on our mat. So actually I'll stay facing you. Let's take your legs wide. And I want you to think about turning to your right side, so your right leg. You might have your belt around your right foot. Imagine I've got my hand on your left hip to keep it down, because I want you to turn and start to walk down that right leg without lifting that left hip. So that might be the belt's there and you're holding the legs along. We're going to take a few more breaths. Maybe that's allowing you to go a little deeper this morning. And then as you come up, take your left hand around your lower back. It could be to your thigh, and then reach your right arm up. So you're sending your right hand towards your left foot. Maybe just turn your gaze up to keep that opening. So you're going to feel a really deep stretch down the right side of your body. That hand could be going towards the foot. We're taking a few more breaths. We start to come up. We release. So we're going to be turning now to our left leg. If anything feels really tight, you could also bring in the opposite leg. It just helps you. So if you're struggling to turn, if the lower back's tight, or there's any issues in the hip, you could always bend one leg. So we're turning left side, we're taking that walk down, or we're grabbing our strap. Again, I'm standing on that right hip so it doesn't lift up. It's when there's tightness, it tends to want to lift more. So I know my right side is tighter than my left, and naturally it wants to lift when I go left. So we're going to hold. We want to give our body that space, that time. Use your breath here. Just making sure that you can feel this stretch. It doesn't matter where you are in the pose, just as long as you can feel that something's happening. Keep the toes pointing up to the ceiling. And take in one more breath. And then as you come up, take your right hand into your lower back or across to the opposite leg, and then reach your left arm up. Again, doesn't matter how high, you might just be reaching a fraction, side bend just a fraction. But you can feel that stretch. And as we hold, maybe the body's saying, yes, I can go a little further, but you're listening. And we're holding for a few more breaths. Let's take 2 more breaths. Last one. And then make your way back up. So we're going to do Gokmukasana. We haven't done that for a little while. So let's bend our left knee, place it on our mat. And then our right knee is going to stack on top. Now, if this feels uncomfortable, you're going to cross your legs. The knees don't have to be stacked. Just make sure you're sitting on your glutes, so we're not kind of to one side. We're going to be incorporating our arms as well, so you might want your belt. We're going to be taking our right arm back first, tucking that hand between the scapula. You can always use your other hand to just pull that elbow in, and then reach your left arm up. Let's take it back, either holding your belt or holding your hands, and holding. Now, if your knees are stacked and you're holding both hands and you want to go deeper, you can fold here. You could take your chin towards your knee. If not, we stay upright. Close the eyes, breathe into that shoulder. And last few breaths. I get you to slowly release those arms. Just give the shoulders a roll up and back a few times. Using the breath with the movement. And last one. We're going to be changing sides, so this time we want that right knee bent first on our mat and the left leg over the top. Shuffle those feet away so you're not sitting on your heels. This is my tight side, so maybe this time I need to cross my legs. Always allow anything the body's holding. We're going to be taking the left hand back first, maybe helping it, and then that right arm up and back to meet. Once you're there, just closing your eyes, breathing, feeling this posture, just noticing, being present. And then slowly releasing the arms. Let's roll the shoulders forwards this time, a few times. And last one. Okay, let's uncross those legs. We're just going to do one last forward fold. So take your legs out in front of you. We've done this standing, but we're going to do it seated too. Make sure you're sitting evenly on your glutes. Point your toes to the ceiling. Take an inhale, reach your arms, lift out of your lower back. And then as you exhale, you fold. Maybe your strap is around your feet. And you just keep lowering with your breath. You can also sit on something if you struggle to come forwards. Taking a few more breaths here. And rising back up. We're going to lie on our back. Make sure you've got your block close by. Let's lie down with a bend in our legs. Grab your block and just bring it between the knees. You're gripping your block with your thighs. Your hands are alongside you. You can just touch your heels with your fingertips. And that makes sure you're in the right position for bridge pose. So let's slowly push up, squeezing our thighs to our block and squeezing our glutes. Holding, breathing. Few more breaths. And then slowly exhale your way back down. Draw your knees to your chest, remove your block, give yourself a hug. Hugging the knees in. And then bring your feet back to the mat. Let's slide our block flat side up under our lower back. So we want the block along our lower back and top of the glutes. Shift it so it's comfortable. Bring the back down. If you need to reshift, then do so. And then let your legs go long. Take a cactus into your arms, bending at your elbows. If you've arrived here and it's not feeling comfortable, please change it. This should feel nice on the lower back and hips. Allow yourself this rest, this stillness. You soften that lower back a little further into your block. In your own time, just slowly rebend the knees. Draw the right knee in and let your left leg go long. So you should feel that now in the left hip. If the block is not comfortable, you can always take it away. Squeezing that right knee in and holding. Drop your right foot to your mat and bring in your left knee. Squeeze it in and then let your right leg go long. Relax your shoulders. Maybe just let your eyes close. Breathing all the way into the belly. Creating softness and stillness. Dropping that left foot down to the mat, rebending the right leg. Push up into bridge. Just slide your block away. Holding your bridge for another breath. And then as you exhale, lowering the spine. Bringing your block now under your head. You can keep the knees bent or send the legs long. Relax your arms, palms facing upwards. Take a roll very slowly of your head to the right. And as you do so, think about pushing your head a little further into the block. Like you're giving yourself a pressure point massage. Going as far as you can and then holding. Very slowly making your way back to center. Slowly, slowly. Moving over to the left side when you're ready. That head is a heavy weight pushing into your block. Going as far as you can and then holding. Slowly, slowly coming back to center. Just bringing your hands to the back of your neck, giving yourself a little massage here. An area that can be quite tight. You can reach your shoulders as well. Maybe around the ears. This act of pure self-care. And then when you're ready, maybe covering yourself with a blanket or removing your block and resting in Shavasana. Finding that stillness now. As you inhale, just feeling the belly rise. As you exhale, feeling the belly fall. Just embracing this stillness for this next moment. Start to move your fingers, your toes, maybe rebending the legs, moving the knees side to side or squeezing them in. Maybe choosing to stay just where you are. Coming back to seated, just take your time. We're going to close our practice with one Om breath. Bringing that energy, that love into your heart. Thanking yourself for showing up today. Sending that love and energy to each other. Namaste, everyone. Thank you.